Hello and welcome to the final episode of our Moroccan road trip, where we wake up to blue skies in the ancient village of Ait Benadou. We spend the morning exploring the citadel and get something unique to remember it by.
So we're buying a nice souvenir of our time in the Sahara and in this village, and the gentleman's very kindly putting our surname on the bottom of this picture in the Berber alphabet.
Using a mixture of tea, saffron and sugar, the artist creates brushstrokes that only appear when heat is applied. When we get home, we'll put this on the wall of the nursery we're decorating as a souvenir for our new baby of the time they kind of went to Morocco.
And it appears. Abracadabra.
All too soon, it's time to leave, and we set off for our final destination. So we've just left Ait Benadou, and now we are on our way on the Marrakesh Express. To reach Marrakesh, we'll have to cross the Atlas Mountains. We're adjusting our route because just 4 months earlier there was a major earthquake in this region, and we're avoiding the worst hit areas which still aren't ready to welcome back tourists. We're also concerned about snow, which often closes the high mountain passes. But thankfully the weather's been mild recently, and we sail through. It's not long before we've dropped off our rental car and are making it through the narrow streets of the big city.
We have made it to Marrakesh on the Marrakesh Express, aka the Decio Sandero Stepway, and we're here in the Jemaa El Fnar Square, which is the centre of the city, and it's already quite hectic. There's a lot going on, a lot of drumming that we can hear, a lot of street food stalls. Still adjusting because it's quite urban here, quite a lot more western faces than we've been used to seeing for the last few days while I've been driving through the Atlas Mountains.
As the sun sets, we take a drink at the top of the Café de France, overlooking the Jemaa El Fnar. As day becomes night, the food stalls open up.
So we're here at the market and we've gone for some snails, which seems quite fun and is a traditional thing. So you winkle them out with a toothpick. Ouais, c'est bon. Snaily, not garlicky, just snaily.
Good morning.
Good morning from Marrakesh. Starting the day just to ring the changes with a bit of mint tea. And also this delicious looking breakfast on the roof terrace of our beautiful riad, which is very nice and peaceful. It's the crack of 10:30. We had a nice lie in. We're just deciding what to do with the rest of the day.
What we decide to do is go to the Bahia Palace, not the city's oldest, but one of its most ornate. Built in the 19th century as European powers were vying to take over Morocco, it was used as the head of the French administration from the 1910s. And there's certainly one thing it's got plenty of.
Tiles, 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 tiles.
A few takes there which didn't make it into our trailer. Stepping further back in time, we then visit the Saadian Tombs, which includes the ornate burial place of the 16th century Sultan Al-Mansur.
Wow, that's incredible.
All this sightseeing has given us an appetite, and we head to one of the best places to eat on the Jemaa El Fnar.
Well, we are here at Sheikh Haji Mustafa, who apparently used to cook for King Hassan II, and what he mainly specialises in is this roast lamb, which has been cooked overnight in an underground oven and is served just with bread and spices, some cumin and salt. This should hopefully just fall off the bone. We're going to stuff it in this bread with some salads. What could be better? What's the verdict then?
Oh, so good. The spices go really well with the lamb and the salad. A bit of sharpness from the onion and tomato just cuts through. We were wondering whether we could introduce them to the joy that is mint sauce, which would really blow their minds, I think. But no, this is perfect as it is. Top notch.
Thankfully, Marrakesh was spared the worst of the damage from the recent earthquake, with the 12th century Katabiya Mosque minaret among the iconic monuments surviving unscathed, though it was possible to see repairs to other historic buildings underway when we visited. We spent the afternoon checking out the snaking passageways of the Medina, bartering for spices and other souvenirs. Then, in the evening, after scrubbing up a bit, we head to one of the city's most exclusive hotels for a drink.
Churchill, Roosevelt, Rolling Stones, they've all come to La Mamounia, and now so have we. It's a lovely hotel, not too far from the main square. We're sitting on the terrace overlooking the beautiful gardens with a lovely band in the background, enjoying a mocktail for me and a gin and tonic for Will.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Please.
Many of the biggest names of the past century have stayed here, from King Charles to Paul McCartney. We can only afford the one drink before heading back to our own, less star-studded hotel. On our final day, the weather's grey, so we visit somewhere with a splash of colour.
We're in the Jardins Marjorelle, which is the gardens of the villa where Yves Saint Laurent and Pierre Berger used to live. And they're beautiful colours. The area originally belonged to painter Jacques Majorelle in 1924, and it was Yves Saint Laurent and Pierre Berger who bought it and rescued it and I think made it into this beautiful garden. Take that.
I think Yves Saint Laurent would have approved of your
Approved of my
fashion
outfit.
choices.
Yes. Particularly stylish day for me.
None of his models had one of these though, eh?
No, none of his models had any bumps of any kind.
The rain makes it easier to say goodbye to Marrakesh, and as we head to the airport, we remember the amazing places we've seen. From the Riad of Rabat, to the maze that is Meknes, to fantastic Fez and the sandy Sahara, to the art of 8 Benadou, and of course the Moorish menus of Marrakesh.
Until next time, goodbye Morocco.